Hello.
Okay, I hear you now.
Hey, everybody. We are attempting to play this music. Oh, there it is. All right. Hey, Felicia, can you hear the music going?
No.
So it looks like, once again, they are having a bit of issue with their newer way that they're doing their playing these videos in Restream, y'all. But welcome to Live with Sheryl, and we will persist nonetheless. It looks like we have started off our episode here. Welcome, welcome. And y'all will get a little taste of that theme later if there are certain questions that are provided during our health trivia time. So, welcome to Live with Sheryl. I'm your host, Sheryl Mebane. I am an actor, musician, writer, researcher, lots of different things. And on this show, we talk about all those things. And we have special guests like Dr. Felicia Mebane. Hey, Felicia, how you doing? What's up? What's up? We also sneak in, as I mentioned, health connections so we can encourage each other to enjoy, be inspired, be healthy, do all kinds of wonderful things. So I have a lot to share. Welcome to season 3 of Live with Sheryl. Season 4 is going to kick off pretty soon. There's been lots of doings going on that I want to update y'all about, some of which have a little bit to do with what used to be Sheryl Thinks What, and is now branded as Inspired by and Why. So let me see if I can share this with you guys. I want y'all to click around and see what's been going on over there. So for y'all who do not know what Sheryl Thinks What was and what Inspired by and Why is, my husband Tim and I have some reaction videos going on, and we dive a little deeper than just reacting to different media. So we're looking at things from all kinds of different perspectives, like the writing and the music, and Tim dips into the spiritual perspective as well. So what I want to do is share a little bit of what's been going on over there for y'all to see. I think y'all can see a little bit of it right there. Yeah. So you can see that we have our little welcome video for y'all who have not been around there just yet to YouTube's little at Inspired by and Why. We have a few shorts also that sample some things, but this is the meat of it. You can see we're up and rolling here. We have conversations about specific, mostly TV shows. You can see we have some quirky tastes. We like a lot of comedy, but just today, we just finished recording something about a drama that was just out today on Prime Video. And so the themes that I'm going to talk about with the health trivia connects what we were just talking about there. But y'all, if y'all like some fun, but you want to go a little bit more deeply into media that comes up here on Live with Sheryl, and you want to see how Tim and I chop it up, then go check it out. We're talking about animal control. We talked about that, comedy, ghosts for y'all who are ghost fans. These are spoiler heavy kinds of conversations. So we do make a note about that, but they're fun and they also get thoughtful, and you can check it out. There's also some silliness with, you can probably see it up here in some of these samples with the shorts. Um, there's a little bit of silliness with how we do some effects just to represent that there are these different lenses that we use to view the media through. So that means we have a little effect for the music lens and a little effect for the writing lens, and then another one for just the different things that come up. Like we put a little something, y'all have to check it out to see what we do with the romantic themes that come up. So there's lots going on over there. And as more unfolds in the next couple months with the new season of Live with Sheryl and with my music coming out and other things, I'm going to be breaking off different little areas on social media so things will be a little easier for people to find who don't already know. So I have things grouped together under these large places on social media. People don't recommend that. They say you might want to separate out your different doings. And I say, well, you'll always be able to come here to know everything I'm doing. But with things like Inspired by and Why, that's sort of where I'm headed to have my music page coming out pretty soon. I already have a lot of stuff going on, but so that'll be separating off soon. Boom, boom. And the writing page will come off, boom, and the acting page, boom, boom, boom. So y'all can check out some more things there. But right now we're up and going and things are fresh and interesting. So have you checked out anything from Outer Range, Felicia? Do you know that series?
No, I don't know that series.
Oh my goodness, y'all. It's so good. And Tim and I talk about it more, but I'm just go ahead and spill right now.
Well,
So
first of all, where do you watch it?
Prime Video, so that probably means other streamers will let you probably buy it the ways they have their little relationships across the streamers. But it came out season 2, full season 2, 7 episodes, I think, came out today. Tim and I had not watched season 1, but we were not undaunted because we do this all the time with this show. And so we just jumped in and we loved it. The only thing is the violence level for me is a little much because I have a low tolerance for some of that. But you got your Western, you got your sci-fi. Felicia, they really know what they're doing.
Okay, well but I'm going to start with the episode 1 though, just so you know.
And all that stuff is there. I think the first season might have been 13 episodes, might be a longer season than this one, but all that stuff is up on Prime. And so, and I was tempted to say, oh, should I go back? But I have a certain tolerance for the violence. And I just, oh, it's good though. If I am somebody who's saying, like, oh, this is something I can get into, then it's really good because they have diverse cast, the overlaps that they have with their sci-fi world and then with the Western pay off really nicely. And they're still not done. I mean, this is just first episode out of 7 that just dropped, today or maybe midnight last night. So Tim and I were watching it, and he made a connection to spirituality that was pretty cool in the conversation that we were having. Let me know what you think. Let us know here too, Felicia. If you have a chance to check it out, come back and chop it up. We can chop it up about it. I'm probably not going to end up watching more episodes, but that doesn't mean I can't hear the tidbits and the things that come up. If you get caught up, and then you can go forward and surpass me, because all I have is season 2, episode 1, then I would be happy to know what happens because they really launched things well for their upcoming season. Good writing, good cinematography, acting, all kind. When you see it, you'll see a lot of great people in it that you'll know by name, actors, and also people we hadn't seen before. And so that was fun too, discovering some new talent out there, new to us, new to Tim and me. So
Yeah, I mean, first of all, I think a lot of, well, no, the Star Wars, Star Trek, there are already sort of the Western genre themes in them already. I think a
yep.
bit.
Yeah, no, you're right. The origins of it probably
If
were. Yeah.
they're leading with that as the
Yeah.
recognition, because they don't always do that. And I do appreciate shows that are really well done that don't have famous actors sometimes, because there's not the distraction of, oh my gosh, that's that actor. You know what I mean? I mean,
Well,
the ones who are fabulous, they do it, but you still kind of
yeah.
back in your mind, that's Denzel
Oh, you do.
Washington,
You do. You
So,
know. Everybody knows Denzel. And you got Josh Brolin. Everybody knows Josh Brolin.
so
So
but
they do have huge people in it, but they also have some people that I just didn't know. And
yeah.
so you're right. It was different for me because I wasn't even thinking about the name of his character as much as I was saying, oh, Josh Brolin's character. Because
Right. But it
yeah.
doesn't mean they're not fabulous actors.
Oh,
It's just,
yeah. That's why we know their name. At least in his case, we know because he's fabulous. Not because I don't know any scandals or anything about him. So
well,
for some people, we know scandals and maybe they're not known as
yeah.
well for the acting. But I'm saying the folk you see there, they really bring it. And it was good to see the diverse cast. They had a lot of different layers in there. Check it out, Felicia. And other folks, check it out. Let me know what y'all think about it. And check out, Inspired by and Why for the deeper conversation going on over there. And let us know what y'all think over there. And so those are doings. And now we're going to get into some other doings. Dance excitement everywhere. Now let's see if we can share some music because we processed this little video earlier. So let's see if this one is a more successful situation. Let's see what's going on. Because I want to share with y'all once again some music. So I'm going to see if I can do that. It says to me that I can't do that because I am trying too hard to put big things in this program and
Trying to
they
do big
don't like
things,
it.
huh?
I'm trying to do big things. What'd you say, Felicia?
I said, yeah, you're trying to do big things. That's what I said. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I'm doing big things. So I'm gonna see if I can get a little workaround. But essentially, I'm gonna get into more of it in my updates as I create. But I've been a busy bee again with going out and performing. Y'all know I like to do a little karaoke. So what I want to do is share a little bit of with y'all. I gotta turn this down a little bit because it is a little loud over here. If y'all can see it, so I'm gonna see if I can share my screen again and see if y'all can get it that way. Here we go. So y'all, I think y'all should be able to see this little image here, and hopefully y'all can hear some music and we can all jam out a little bit to the offerings. So I'll let y'all hear. It's a little cover situation. So we can all have a little dance excitement everywhere. So just y'all remember, it's about having a good time and fun. And hopefully it'll be about hearing some music. Let's see what we got. If we can share it, see what we can do here. Let's see if it'll play, y'all.
Oh, you're great. I like that.
Can y'all hear it? Here comes the chorus if y'all don't know it yet. All right, y'all. I love dance excitement everywhere because we get to be rather silly and enjoy wiggling around. So y'all probably do know that song has been out for decades and it's a lot of fun. I don't usually sing it, but I've been doing a lot of rock lately. So I saw us dancing, Felicia. Thank you for the dance excitement everywhere. So the dance excitement
I'm
everywhere.
old enough. CB says fun, so we're old
Yeah.
enough to remember that. But there was and I know maybe I shouldn't talk about TikTok because we may not be able to see it. But anyway,
Uh,
there's a African American man who does this TikTok series, and he used to be able to play clips of songs, and then he would listen to the lyrics,
mm,
and they would be unexpected. So things like this one where you're kind of singing, but it's kind of nonsensical. I don't know the literal words, but then when you actually listen to it, it's like, whoa,
yeah, I,
here
exactly.
in different ways. So anyway, that song probably kind of leans into the I mean, it's kind of obvious, but if you listen to some of the specific lyrics, I'm just saying.
Exactly. When you learn it to exactly, Felicia, if you were to learn it to sing, you'd be like, oh, we going there? Oh, yes, we are. We are grown and we're going there. Fun. It was fun, CB. It was fun. I was out last night. I think y'all can see the stamp on me because I was out doing karaoke last night. But all of this is just fun and it sort of connects up to the music I've been doing recently. But yeah, just fun, fun, fun. And I haven't been singing that song. I don't think when it first came out years and years ago, I was old enough to know anything about these things. And I'm not young, but I still
Listen, I
wasn't.
was barely old enough. Okay.
Right, that's the timing of that, exactly, that's true, you would have been barely old enough, but it was so fun. There's just so much great music out there, and because I'm sticking moving in a genre that I haven't done a huge amount in as far as actually creating new things in it, it gives me another reason to go back and rediscover stuff, and my husband, Tim, is just rock head from way back, like, he really knows stuff. He's like, "Oh, this, oh, that." I'm like, okay, now I'm listening to this. Oh, we go dig through there. Oh, he likes the classic rock. He goes back. So it's fun. It's fun to get out there and have a good time. And I'm grown and we're getting sexy with some of this music now, y'all. So y'all just enjoy. It's okay, Felicia. It's all right. You can go enjoy it without your sister staring right at you. Awkward. No. That's okay. I remember we had so much fun growing up dancing, the times that we would all get together, us girls, and dance. So we had a good time, fun music, fun singing along. So we have some good music memories. But let me go on and get to the updates as I create y'all because I've been sort of mentioning multiple times there's a lot going on. I got back into research and I was having a good time seeing related things that are out there related to the topic that I'm working on. So the lit review can be a lot of fun if you're sort of picking a topic like I am that I'm inspired by. Then it's a good time. Maybe I'm just that nerdy that I think a lit review is fun. Okay, well that's fine. I am. I own that. Yeah. get the PhD being nerdy. Yeah. You're also nerd postdocs around in the house. Hey, we like to learn. So I'm having a good time with that. Back into that. So yay, lots of music. So I've been working on my rock project, which I think for those who have seen social media, I put an image out that has the cover for the single that's coming out, All Nighter. Y'all heard the instrumental for it. And now I've sent it off to streamers. I have the artwork and I'm talking about it and trying to get people interested in checking it out further, like y'all. But it's going to come out on June 21st. There's going to be a pre-save campaign. Oh, that's opening today. So I can talk about it today. So I'm going to let y'all know on social media where the links are so y'all can pre-save. So by June 21st, when that single comes out, y'all who want to know about it and want to grab it up can already have pre-save. That's what people do, y'all, out here in these streets to try to get more folks to be able to see. Got to get a mass of the folk who already want to see to go ahead and see. And then the stats tell other people they need to see. Okay, y'all.
So, okay, back to Stray Kids, which is my current music obsession.
Yeah.
So they released a single on May 10th, and that's what they
Okay,
did.
very recently.
Right? So
Okay.
you could reserve it in advance. So because I always wondered, now how is it in the any of these songs in the top 100, and it was released 1 week ago? Well, that's because as soon as it's released, they have this backlog that they're filling right away. So
That's
do that.
it.
I admit it.
That's it. The pre-save. It's the pre-save, y'all. That's what people have to do if you really want to get the kinds of stats that help other people find you. So if you even have a fan base, like Stray Kids has a huge fan base, they still want to make sure their folks hit it right away. So their stats look really great. So as soon as they're out, they have the big numbers. For me, I'm just trying to be a blip out here at all. And so anyone who's interested, if y'all pre-save, then it helps to signal, oh, people are interested in this. And so that will propagate the music around so more people can discover it. But yeah, pre-save.
And the thing is, that's standard music industry stuff. They're not doing anything that other groups and even highly successful, the company, the media companies. I actually saw a statistic, and they were talking about because some people think it's not fair that you can have bots and all that, right? Because people are doing
Oh,
to inflate numbers, right?
okay,
Now,
yeah.
this company doesn't do that. There has been evidence that they don't. But what they will do is they will invest. They were on Good Morning America. They were at a YouTube event. They were at a Spotify event. They're in the United States since
Okay.
they went to the Met Gala.
Oh yeah,
They're
okay, okay.
in the United States to promote.
Right. That's what people do. You
It costs
promote.
money, right? That's an
Yeah.
investment. And so they were showing though how over a couple of months' time, it generates its own revenue because once you get it started, it gets its own momentum, and then the rest of the attention is organic. But that is the game. That is what people do. It's not
Yeah.
unusual for companies to invest in their artists that way.
Oh yeah. I mean, I'm not sure because you threw out bots. I know for those of us who are small artists who are trying to navigate social media and really get a foothold, y'all small artists are probably bigger than me and you can tell me some things. But one of the things I learned was you have to be a little bit careful about what kinds of paid promotion you do on social media because some things will factor in the fact that you paid for it and they will bring it back down in terms of how they treat it with their algorithm and when they're going to send your things out because they want to be good at organically getting to us listeners what we want to get. So, and it is the game is like any other business. You have to promote yourself. There are lots of talented people, service providers, artists. There's a lot out there. So we do have to promote. But I don't know about the bots though, because I know for some things, if you pay for certain types of promotions in certain social media people who are running their algorithms have gotten savvy about it. And so they will pull like for instance, YouTube channels that are using certain pay promotion, those listeners those numbers might come back out because I think it's probably sort of easy for them to track where the promotions are going and what's happening, and they can just pull those chunks back out as non-organic listens on
Yes.
YouTube anyway.
And I think and I may be misspeaking about bots, but people, so for example, on social media, they're counting the engagement that happens as well, right? And
Yep.
especially if you go to fashion shows, it's talking about how much attention are you generating, how much money are you generating.
Okay.
And
Okay.
so people can fake accounts. They can
Yeah.
automatically generate messages that look like a
True.
lot of people are. So
True.
it looks like it's trending, but it's really not. But like you
True.
said, they have
True.
ways to figure that out.
True, true. And people figure it out, and then the different places that are the platforms try to figure out how to track it because again, they want to be good at like actually getting things that people really want, not just that folks want to push out. Because we got music, we want to push it out. Like, hey, y'all, look. But then those platforms are claiming that they're good at letting listeners know what we want to see. So it's fun to learn this stuff. If you have an attitude about it that sort of blends with you're going to keep your head about how you do business in general, then it can be fun to just experiment. I think sometimes it's very off-putting if you think you have to get into this and become a whole different person in order to navigate. I think that's where it took me a moment to say, okay, there's some more tools out there that I can use and still be sort of authentic to the kinds of ways I do business in real life. So, but everybody has to think about things a little bit differently based on what stage they're. I'm very early with my solo release stuff. I'm still just very, very much not a big factor at all. And folks who are running with the big dogs have to think about how to compete with the other people who have those huge, massive followings. And yes, it's a different game. I hope to be in that game. I mean, that would be fabulous, but I'm not in that game right now. So I'm just gonna keep it more authentic to me, a little grassroots situation. But lots of music's going on, and I'll be letting y'all know when those pages off. But I'll still be having Live with Sheryl right here. That'll be a hub for all kinds of things. Wrapping up with my new voiceover client. This is me in the edit stage, where this is one of these clients that has a spiritual connection to things. They talk about meditation. And so when I'm editing, I'm like, don't do the meditation. Sheryl, stop deep breath. Edit. Get back to, okay, now you're too relaxed. You got to edit. So it's pretty funny to me, but I'm in the first pass of edit, so that's done. And now I can just sort of get from the client what specific little changes and honings they might need. But I felt blessed that that was the problem I was having. I was like, okay, wait, focus. You got to take that little breath out. You can't just be woo-sighing through your project. Or can you? No, anyway, it worked for me. So that's been a lot of fun, doing some more auditions that have been fun. I was doing an unexpected audition the other day. I got a little like for it, meaning I got shortlisted. And I'm trying to think, sometimes it's just we think we know what we're going to get booked for. I said, I got to open it up a little bit more to grow this business. And so I was glad that whoever it was, I can't remember now, I think it was more of a commercial thing instead of one of the audiobook things. This is what I was doing recently. But they liked it. I think I put humor into something that was a little bit of like, it was a video game character that was I think they were going through like a murder scene, and just the stuff they were saying, I just found it sort of like they had some dark humor in there. And so I leaned into it, and I was like, they're probably not going to end up giving me that. But they probably found it interesting enough to shortlist it. They were like, this is unusual. I was like, yes,
Yeah,
that's my brand.
you have to be in your authentic self. If you see the humor, show the humor,
That was it. And that's how a lot of us try to operate in our lives and in our
Mhm.
art. Just, who knows what will come to you, but if you stay authentic, at least it's for you. Whatever comes to you is for you. So that's been a lot of fun. And then with writing, lately I haven't been pitching as much. This is one of the months that I'm not paying for some of the services that let you, pitch out to industry people. So I sort of I alternate months out to save a book. So this is my off month. But what I am doing is there's lots of free information out there for studies, and people are offering different webinars and places to learn and study. So I'm gonna share with y'all if I find some really good tips as usual. But I just signed up for one of those, and I think it's coming up next Monday, maybe. And I'll, like I said, if it's really good stuff, I'll share tips as we do on the show. So updates as I create, lots of great things going on. And as I said before, some of the things I've been doing connect to today's health trivia. So this was an interesting thing for me because I was thinking about the themes from the Outer Range that had time travel involved. That's what their sci-fi element is, of time travel. So I thought y'all might find this interesting. I do have the resource later on. Y'all can get more details, but I'm gonna read it to you. Researchers found wounds healed how when participants believed more time had passed, challenging conventional beliefs about psychological effects on physical health. So did researchers find that wounds healed slower, at the same rate, or faster when participants believed more time had passed? And note, this is challenging conventional beliefs about the psychological effects on physical health. So I might dare to give y'all a little bit more sugar while y'all try to figure this one out. Let's see if I can share this screen again and see what we can do while y'all are thinking this through. Let's see what we can do. I'm playing that. I hope you can hear it. Yeah, okay. Think through. All right, y'all.
All right.
So the
CB
answer.
CB says C.
And CB. CB is correct. Thank you, CB.
CB's studying really hard.
Good job. That's wonderful. We support all kinds of studies, getting
Mm-hmm.
yourself ready, sharp, sharp,
Yes.
sharp, always staying sharp. So, CB, you're right. So, researchers found they were doing an experiment, I think, where they had very minor wounds that they inflicted and then did some things to try to adjust people's perceptions of time. And they found that I think that's a little bit shocking to me that just if people perceived more time had passed, that their wounds heal faster. These superficial wounds, these not very serious wounds they're talking about because they're doing the study in the control kind of way. Check it out. But we think about all this perception of time in this imaginative kind of way as this place for fantasy. But I'm just thinking about how perception of time can manifest differently for all of us in our regular lives. Here's this little resource, and y'all can check it out at neurosciencenews.com. But also think about things like being in the state of flow when you're really seeming like you're just connected with what you're doing and time seems to past. That feels pretty wonderful, you know. And so we have more experiences when we are perceiving the passage of time differently. And it's not something that's just for us to play around with in the fantasy space. It's something that we often try to have happen to us if it brings us pleasure, have time slow down, us really deepen our experience with something. What do you think, Felicia? What do you think? What do you think?
Okay, I'm sorry, but I'm having a little issue with how this is worded, so I'm still trying to process it, to be honest.
Oh, okay, okay.
So they're saying that. So if I believe that it's been 3 days since I had the scratch or whatever, then it's going to heal like that is the way that it's happening. That there's a longer time, even if it's only been one day. Is that what they're saying?
That's what they're saying. I'll
Right.
give you some more info. Perceived time plays a crucial role in the actual healing process of physical wounds, regardless of the actual elapsed time.
Interesting.
And
Okay.
that
So if they put us in a dark room, so I can't tell how many days it's been, but I think, oh well, it's been a few days, and I look at them like, oh, see, and it's only been one day.
I
That's
think you get
interesting.
yeah,
Okay.
they're talking about and the slow time was half the pace of the real time. Normal time, real time, and then fast time they were studying was double. And so that's how
Oh,
much more
that's fair.
contrast of it.
Okay, that is interesting.
Isn't it? It's interesting. And dig in there as any study, you could see if you thought, okay, this is a generalizable kind of thing, or if it's just an oddity of how they set it up. Dig in and, let me know
Mhm.
what you think. But I was just thinking about time because of the outer range and watching that show. And I was also thinking about my own experiences of perceiving time differently. And I thought, ooh, this is fascinating. This is fascinating.
Yeah. I
Something to
mean, I
chew
guess
on.
I think it's, there's been studies about the psychological effects of the impact of psychology on physical, right?
Absolutely.
And then this adds the time component to it.
Exactly. And
Okay.
they call out, I'll bring it back up the resource, the neurosciencenews.com
Mhm.
resource. They call out that people have established the connection between like emotions and
Yes,
thoughts of
right,
another
right. And
type.
healing. Yeah.
Exactly.
Mhm.
But this is a bit of a different wrinkle. So something
Mhm.
to think about,
Okay.
something to consider, y'all. Explore. Let me know if y'all think, oh, well, just the way it was set up is not that generalizable. Or if you think, oh, this is sort of a profound insight into how our brains kind of
Yeah.
guide a lot more of our physical reality than we might think. But y'all, we have
We
come
might
to
think, haha.
nothing passes you, Dr. Felicia. Look, y'all, we have fun here. Even if we're talking about big stuff, we keep it fun. I want to thank you, Felicia, and thank CB for support in general and for being here. And y'all, thanks for listening, all y'all out there. Um, Patreon is where patrons can support a lot of what's going on. Patreon.com/Sheryl Mebane. There's going to be an improvised show next week for patrons there. So that'll be some more doings going on. If y'all have been here before live with Sheryl, y'all know I pull things over from what we do over there, and y'all are aware of certain things, but there's more happenings there, little behind the scenes things going on. Continue. And in a couple more weeks, we'll have another episode of Live with Sheryl, June 6th. By that point, the new music will not be out yet, but there might be some sneak peeks of some visualizers, y'all. Y'all know how I do with some video situations and lots more to talk about with other music as well that'll be coming out this year for me. Thanks to everybody for listening, y'all. And y'all take care. And we'll see you. Oh, wait, hold on. Wait, CB. You almost got robbed. Oh, you're supposed to choose. You're supposed to choose. You got the right answers. You're supposed to choose what music. I don't even know if we can play any other music. I'm just going to play Pour Some Sugar on Me. Or I can try to do the theme. Let's just listen. It's been one of those interfaces, y'all, with the whole streaming today. So I will sing you the theme. Okay. Do you want me to sing the theme? CB, do you want me to sing the theme? Or do you want me to play some Pour Sugar on Me? I'll let you decide. And then in the meantime, y'all, thank you for listening, checking us out in the realities of a live situation. And let me know what CB thinks and what you want. Do you want me to sing about? I can do this. That's a yes. Sing the bounce. Okay. Okay, I'm going to play it in my ear while I do it. I know y'all can't hear it.
I can hear you now.
Oh, you can hear me? Yeah.
Yes.
You couldn't hear me? I'm trying to do my best. This is not how I sing in real thing. I'm just doing a little thing. Okay, y'all. That's how I actually sing when I'm singing. Bye-bye.